watching Naruto, man, and that shit got me, bro. Like something about it. I was just watching Naruto, and it just was tugging at my heartstrings, bro. Like just watching when Naruto he's like, I'm gonna be Hokage, believe it. One day you all will see. And he's really just like it's like a pure expression of his damn soul. His soul, like he's a goofy kid. He's goofy Naruto, little trickster, right? And and then like every once in a while his soul will just come out a little bit when he says that, and I can feel it because I can feel my soul is in there. And every once in a while, my soul comes out a little bit too, and it wants to shine its light. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to that. And I've always wanted to be a ninja anyway, bro. Like as a kid, every Halloween I would always be a ninja. I swear there was like 4 or 5 years in a row that I was a damn ninja, right? Like it's almost just like this is my calling in life is to be a ninja. and and I'm in martial arts. I've always been doing martial arts. I've always been very parkour, um, climbing. Like I have all the ninja abilities. I'm literally a modern day ninja. Like if you stack me up against any human, 99% of humans in any ninja related test, I'm winning. I am a ninja, bro. I'm telling you. So I just realized like why have I never embraced being a ninja, bro? Like that's just who I am, right? And it's like in this world, like we're not in Naruto, okay? Right? There's no shinobi nations. This is modern day 2025 America. So so in modern day, how do you be a ninja? Like what does that translate to? The only things I can really think about is I can become a UFC fighter. I can become a fucking American Ninja Warrior. And that's it. I really can't think. Maybe I can be a tree, like an arborist, like climb up trees and like cut the branches. But that's really all I can think about on what a ninja would do, right? So, if anybody knows any ninja related jobs that have openings, just hit me up. I'll definitely do it. But anyway, I'm gonna take a sip of this damn protein shake. It's like, is that an obscene amount of protein shake to be drinking? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll let you guys know in the comments if I get stomach ache. If I get some damn diarrhea from that gallon of protein shake, protein powder. But, I had a great idea today. And it's that we're going to partake in a little bit of Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno is kind of a crazy name. Bruh. Strain. I really don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized for this, but fuck it. So, if anybody's seen Naruto, tell me what characters do you think would be sparking it up? What characters would be you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I could definitely see Jiraiya sparking it up. But I don't know. I haven't even seen very much of Naruto. I literally just started it. I mean, I watched it when I was younger, but I forgot most of it, and I didn't even watch all of it when I was younger either. So, um, I really don't know anything. I'm serious. I'm on like episode like 20 like the original Naruto. Like I really haven't seen anything. It's just the energy. It's the energy of that show. I don't know what it is. It's just something special about it and something I really relate with Naruto. Like just the character, the main character Naruto. I feel like I am Naruto, bro. Like, I am Naruto. I don't know how they like knew me and like were inspired by me to put me in a cartoon or anime or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how they did that, but it's me. Like they just put me in that show. But anyway, I wrote a list of notes, um, just in case I don't know what to talk about. Like, well, it was really just like over the last couple of days, if I just like thought of something interesting, I would just write it on this notes on my phone. I was kind of inspired by Shacrow Speaks. Shout out Shacrow Speaks. Shacrow Speaks on YouTube. He's like pretty small right now, but I think he's gonna blow up. I fuck with him. Like really, he inspired me a lot recently. And I could see him being like a character in like Naruto, bro. Like I was thinking about that because in Naruto there's the ninjas, and then there's like the normal people. Like they both live, and it's like, bro, I, like that's some crazy shit that you could just be a character like that. Like a you could be a very notable character, and people will uh, be receptive to that. And you know, I posted a video today, or no, not a video, a post, like a picture on my YouTube, and it said, "Don't strive to be well known, strive to be worth knowing." And I really like that. I really like that because it's like, yeah, sure, if you're well known, if you have, say, you have fucking 10 million people, subscribers, who know you, right? Does it mean anything if you aren't even like interested in yourself? In your own character. Like if you're not enjoying the process of being this character, why does it matter if anybody else cares about you? Like it, I really don't understand that. It's literally morning. I'd never smoke in the morning, but I just felt like doing it for the video. So we'll see what happens. But I need to read some of these notes off my phone. Put the old spliffy away. God damn. Alright. There's other. Actually, before I pull up the notes on my phone, there was other things I wanted to talk about, and I want to call this the Everything Podcast. Hopefully, I put some like cool sound effects on that or something, but it'd be kind of funny if I didn't. But anyway, so this is the Everything Podcast where we talk about everything because everything is everything. You literally can't talk about anything without talking about everything. And you know, Alan Watts says something very, very memorable. He said, "Oh shoot, oh yeah, okay." He said, he said like, say like the Big Bang Theory, right? Say it was a big explosion, and you are like an aftermath of this massive cosmic event, like this create the creation of creation. Boom, there was light. Right. Say just hypothetically that's how it was if we're trying to put it into words, right? Now what he said is most people they'll say, "Yeah, I came from a big bang and now I am all of the atoms bounced around in completely random ways or whatever, or maybe God orchestrated it. But nonetheless, I am this person. I'm a human being and and you see yourself as like something, as like this separate almost entity from everything else. And then what Alan Watts proposed is what if like say if you are from the Big Bang, doesn't that mean you are the Big Bang? Or doesn't that mean that you like does that make sense? It makes sense to me, but I don't know if this is like I need to articulate it a little better, I think. It's like you are that. The cosmic and the energy and the light and it's creating this. What is this? I don't know. But nonetheless, it's like people they identify with something, with their personality, what they look like, and then they won't identify with anything else. Even though like the on the basis of why you think you're this, so is everything else. Like everything is everything. I'm just rambling at this point. Um, and the second topic I wanted to talk about before I pull up my phone is energy. I was hanging out with my girlfriend recently, and we're eating food, and I don't like eating food. I just have never really enjoyed eating food my whole life, and it's weird because like I think like, oh, if I eat food, I'll have more energy, right? So then I eat a bunch of food, and I have no energy, and obviously you could say, yeah, digestion. Of course, I'm gonna have less energy, but I would just mean like even for the following days, it really just feels like I don't have very much energy. But then if I go like a day or two and don't eat anything, my energy is next level. Like, and I'm thinking, why do we eat food? And then I ask her, and she goes, well, so you can have energy, nutrition. And I'm like, well, if there, like, what even is food? Because like, if there's energy in food, isn't there also energy in water, in the air, in like this everything that is food? Isn't that in everything else? Does that make sense? And I'm just like, where is the energy even coming from? Because something I realized is, you know that thing when you like think you're tired, you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't go on anymore, and then you just choose to like keep going. Where is that energy coming from? Where does our energy come from? Because to me, it feels like it just like it comes from nothing. Like it's just like in the same way as the Big Bang, and it's just unfolding like a freaking flower, bro. Like a lotus flower just unfolding. The energy is infinite. That's what I feel like is I have infinite energy. And I talk about this especially with my friend Jason. I'm like, we would both say this like, bro, we have infinite energy. Like, I truly believe I have infinite energy. And if any of you can prove me wrong, I would love to see it. But I feel like I have infinite energy. And that's the thing is if I had the mind frame that I have no energy or that I need to eat food to get energy or that I have a little bit of energy, of course, I'm going to like carry out my belief. That's how everything is. So if I think I have infinite energy, I think I'm pretty sure I do. Now, that's enough of me yapping without my notes. Don't mind me clearing my throat. That Dante's Inferno kind of got me good. All right, so first thing I wrote: wisdom as an independent system in the present moment, built over time slash series of events. So that's what wisdom is. It's a system in the present moment. It's like intelligence, but it's not thinking. That's where I say is as opposed to knowledge, words, or something to remember. That's what knowledge is, something to remember, something to be able to say, to recite, to have an idea associated with the sound of the word is knowledge. I said knowledge is easy to acquire and hard to master. Wisdom is hard to acquire and easy to master. In the sense that wisdom, as this independent system, is like no amount of books you read, no amount of uh, spiritual teachers you listen to, you don't, you're not gonna get it. I don't know how else to say this. Like there's a certain type of knowing, of not even knowing, of wisdom, as a separate thing than knowledge, in which you develop it through experience, through the moments that you experience, and it's like your body just automatically, like something within you automatically just absorbs that experience and grows. It's like you ever played Agar.io, Agario, with the little blobs, and you gotta eat the other blobs, right? That's what we're like. We're literally just sponges, and every one of those little dots is another experience, and you grow a little bit bigger. Now, there are some crazy experiences you can put yourself through to accelerate your growth, which would be psychedelics or a matter of life or death situations. Thinking you're gonna die, being in situations where so called death is apparent or plausible. Um, at least that's what they say. I'm not too sure yet what's the deal with death, but I guess I'll find out when it happens. But um, so I'm gonna keep going. I wrote this is unrelated now, just random topics. Real G's don't slay the dragon; they ride it. Pause. No, it's I'm not saying it in a weird way, but like real G's don't slay the dragon; they ride it. I mean, just think about it. If you in every story, the knight climbs to the top of the mountain. There's the dragon, and typically the knight slays the dragon. But I feel like a real G, bro. Like if Jesus Christ walks up that mountain and sees a dragon, he's not killing the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not killing him. He's gonna tame that motherfucker or like befriend, and then just hop on his back and just fly away, like in the never-ending story. If you make the shot every time you want, like say you're shooting a basketball, but also just in life taking a shot. If you make every shot every single time you want to, you won't even enjoy it. It wouldn't even be fun. Think about it. If you could just make every shot from anywhere on the court every time, there would be no fun in it. You would think we're programmed to think that that would be fun because that's what our goal is to be as good as possible, to be as efficient as accurate. I need to drink some protein shake, but I'll keep yapping about what I'm saying. That Dante's Inferno got me messed up, boy. Yeah, our goal is to make every shot. So if you make it every time, you're not going to enjoy it. But we always aim to make every shot. Like if you're taking chances in life, if you're trying something new, you always just want it to work every single time. At a certain point, your own peace depends on detaching from the outcome and enjoying the process. And I know that's so cliche. Oh, it's about the journey, not the destination, right? But it's true. And sometimes we forget. And that's totally okay because I think we forget for a reason. I think we forget because it's fun to remember. The deepest freedom is being free of the need for validation and approval of others. That's the most recent one I've written. But the deepest freedom is being free of the need for validation and approval of others. That's something that's really been standing out to me lately. It's like I didn't even know that I was looking for validation. I think often we end up in situations where we seek validation, and when I say seek, it's not like you're thinking, oh, I need validation. It's more like you're reaching, trying to grab it. And you know what people always try to reach and grab validation from? Other people, right? And this puts you in a position where you are not in your power. You're not in your light. You're not in your highest vibrations of who you are, of what you are. Because it's like you're saying, love me. It's like there's another person and you're like, love me, please love me, right? And when you do this, it puts you in this position where if what happens if they don't express love for you when you're saying, love me, please accept me, right? What happens when they don't? And they're not always gonna. They're not always gonna. And that's for a reason. And it's to show you like how to stand in your power of your truth. And how you do that is by not needing anybody to love you. It's being able to sit like right now, me for example. I'm just in an empty room by myself, like looking at my video, right? And I'm just here, and like I genuinely think I feel love for myself. Now, what is love is very tricky and hard to explain. And I'm not even gonna try because I almost feel like that'll just ruin it. It'll ruin all the fun in it if I just explained it. but I can feel it, and I'm just here, and I don't need anybody to sit here and say, "Oh, Ryan, you're so awesome, Ryan. You're so beautiful, Ryan. Oh, I love you so much, Ryan. Oh, you're amazing." That doesn't even sound appealing to me at this point because when you find that silent acceptance, calm, and I know I'm on here, I'm like almost yelling and I have it distorted probably on the microphone from how loud I'm being. And that's just me expressing my energy because like I said, I have infinite energy. So this is just a way I'm doing it to express myself. But I really feel like on the inside, I feel very just chilling. I'm just chilling. Like I'm just sitting in there. And and that's cool. And it's cool that I can simultaneously have this grand expression of life, of energy through this body and simultaneously have that sense of peace, have that sense of ah, I'm all right. I'm chilling. I've always been chilling. You know what I'm saying? And that is something that no one could take away from me, and no circumstance could take away from me. I genuinely believe this light. Mac Miller once said in a song, "Nobody can hurt me if I go inside and close the door." And for me, that's closing my eyes and going. Bob Marley. He said, an interviewer asked Bob Marley. He said, "So how do you feel being at home in Jamaica?" Something like that. Bob Marley's like, "At home, Jamaica? No, my home, my brother, is in my mind. My consciousness is my home. I always am in my home, no matter where I go. In this, I'm always home." And I just really thought that was cool because that is really how I feel. And that is something that I'm really grateful for. And and that's really all I can say about it, to be honest. And I'm happy I get to share it with you. And I hope it's not too crazy. Anyway, I think this is my sign. We're about at the 25-minute mark. The first episode of the Everything Podcast.